Look at that! It's sunny! Let's just all take a moment and celebrate this beautiful thing called the sunshine. So, today, Jay is going to move our Wi-Fi extender over here to the bunker so that way he can hopefully have our readers work better, right?
Yeah, the communication between the inverter for the main cabin works okay, but I'm not getting good readouts from the Bluetti or some of the temperature sensors that we're trying to pick up sensors. Temperature, we want to extend it out here, and then it should in turn also help the mini cabin.
Yeah.
So
and there's no reason why we can't do it because we just put them all close to each other at the time.
Yep.
Because we had them and we didn't have anywhere else to put them because the bunker wasn't complete, and our plan long term was to move it. So we're moving it today finally.
And we're just kind of doing a temporary move with extension cords and power strips because I want to see how the final layout will be, how we like it, and then I can put in permanent outlets in this upper area here.
Yeah.
So we're just hooking it up, something simple right now. This is just a little fiddle fart project before we get on to the next part of the video. So
everybody loves our fiddle farts.
Yeah. And Jen's soaking up a little bit of sunshine. We're getting some solar finally. Got about 3,300 watts going into the batteries.
Glory, glory.
I'm not sure why we're getting 3,300 and not closer to 5,000. I don't know if it's the limitations of something like in the chart in the settings in the inverter. Maybe I need to check that. But or it might just be that the angle of the sun is too low. It's not ideal for the winter time.
Yeah.
So we haven't had enough sunshine to really for me to like test it or monitor things. Yeah. So this is just like the third day in 2 months.
That's been sunny.
Yeah. So all right. So here's our outside extender. This helped us so we could at least get service at the mini cabin, and we're getting some service, some Wi-Fi in the bunker. But like Jen said, we can move this closer to the bunker. There's no reason not to. So we're gonna move it over in the shed portion that's above the bunker.
Yep.
Jen's gonna go inside the mud room and unplug this.
Because the other puck that this came with is literally like 5 feet behind Jason inside the cabin.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely zero need for this. We just wanted to set it up to see how it worked.
Yeah, we just wanted to broadcast. We didn't have the bunker done yet, so, and the bunker needs better signal. So.
Yep. Can I hold anything?
Alright guys, so this is going to communicate with the internal puck that Jen has on this side of the cabin inside. So let's go put it inside the bunker, or inside the bunker shed above the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Jen and I were trying to figure out where to hang this. She said one of the smartest things possible, let's just wing it.
Jay was just going to wing it and try to put somewhere. And
yeah, she said let's just plug it in and see what kind of signal we get. Maybe we can move it around before I permanently hang it. Because it could just sit on the ground. It could sit on top of the freezer there for a little bit. So
yes.
So does that turn green when it's connected?
So we're going to give it a few minutes here to... Takes a few minutes once you plug it and unplug it.
We could connect it over here by the door of the bunker. We could connect it over here, which Jen said, this might be the better area. We just need to see if it gets signal, but I need to move the power around accordingly. Mm-hmm. I need to figure out what we're doing with this space long term, so I can make final decisions. Like the freezer is going to be in here no matter what, the generator, but I don't want to put plugs in all over the place. I'd rather just try to put plugs in one spot. So anyway, give us a few minutes here, guys, and we'll experiment with this, see what the best location is, and see if we get a better signal in the bunker. The reason this is so necessary is, to keep our expensive equipment safe, right?
Yep, so you can communicate with it and see
and I
what
can
everything's doing without going in all the time. All right, guys, that was quick. It's already green and it's set up. And typically when I'm over here in the bunker, I have like 1 or 2 bars of Wi-Fi, and it's already going between 4 and 5. So that's already better. So that's exciting. So hopefully this is all gonna work out well. And then Jay's solar equipment can be better monitored, which is gonna be the whole point of doing all this.
Might as well put her up high and centered, right?
Yep.
If it's connected and communicating, that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
All right.
That's gonna help all Jay's Wi-Fi.
Let's
and
hope
the
so.
Solar, hopefully.
Yep. Let's see what it does. It's like a halfway point. It's about as far as we can get away from everything, right? I mean, 100 feet,
yeah.
You said. So let's try that, and we'll adjust it if we need to.
Yep. Make everything a little bit easier for him.
Yeah, summer, spring, summer, falls for building, and winter is for experimenting. We'll improve and experiment.
Mm-hmm.
So let you know how that goes, either later in the video or in the next video, and
Keep you updated.
keep you updated. Let's work on the next project. All right. Hey guys, today's video is sponsored by Glacier Fresh. They sent us their gravity feed water filtration system. This Glacier Fresh water filtering system has some really great features. Jen's going to tell you about it, show you how to set it up.
So the filter goes right in here. Little piece of the filter just goes up top like that. And now it's ready for water. Just that easy. This filter uses a nanofiber membrane with a special positive charge that helps trap tiny particles like dirt, bacteria, and other harmful substances in your water, giving you cleaner, safer drinking water.
When we collect our water, there could be a lot of dirt and debris in it. Not with the Glacier Fresh system. The water comes out clean, safe, and tasting great every single time. Not only does the water taste great, but it's also clean and safe for washing dishes, making coffee, and cooking. I even find myself drinking more water because of the great taste.
Glacier Fresh not only gives you fresh water at an affordable price, it also is going to save you money from buying bottled water. Saving money and good for the environment. Has a system capacity of 2.25 gallons and has a flow rate of 2 gallons an hour. The filter is good for 200 gallons or 3 months. It's great for families on the go, so you always have fresh filtered water. It's great for renters. It's great for campers. That way you can filter that water at those campsites and feel safe and comfortable. That long filter life of 90 days means I'm saving money and it's eco-friendly because there's less waste going into the landfills. This sleek metal design not only looks nice, but it's also plastic free. So if you are looking for a great water filtration system that is countertop, that is portable, that you can take with you if you're going camping or if you're on the go or you're transitioning between places and you want to be able to keep a water filtration system with you, please check out those links below to get the best deals on the Glacier Fresh gravity-fed countertop water filtration system. Thank you so much, Glacier Fresh, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it. All right, we moved the Wi-Fi extender closer here and it's already reading stronger, which is awesome. So Jay is gonna check how it's reading with the loggers and stuff now too, which is gonna be better for him.
Oh.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
So configure successful, but it still doesn't show a little green. Little net light just came on. Maybe it just takes some time. That's what I feel like when we did this one, it took a while too.
For it to find the network and everything.
Oh, there it is. It's green. More information. More information. Well, it's green, so that's a start. So it's on. Like the little net light just came on. So maybe it'll connect to this. And I can see how many watts we're getting. Because up to this point, guys, with this eco-worthy system, I can see on the battery, like if we're getting, it says it's charging, but the battery doesn't read any input. Like it says amps, how many amps is coming in, but it doesn't give you a wattage, which you could work out the math. But you know, like right now it says it's charging, it's not. Probably because it's such a low rate, it's just using that 50 watts or something. Because this thing draws about 50 watts just to stay on. So I'm assuming that's the problem. So it'll probably just take a while. I think these ones like took a day to like register.
To fully do everything. It's exciting though, right?
And it's weird. I have to talk to somebody, but like on the app, maybe I just have it unorganized. Maybe I have it organized improperly. But like this is the main one now. And I can see everything with this one. When I had the mini cabin set up, I could go to the logger, to the inverter, and I could see the data, but it wouldn't be like, I couldn't like switch over the home page to work with that one. So you could just see temporarily. And I don't know if it was logging like long-term information. Yeah, because like right now it's just telling me serial numbers and it's not telling me anything's happened. So we'll let it go for a day. We'll put it back up here. I think it's just going to take a little while.
Just to send all the data?
Yeah, because that's what it did before. Like I don't want to say it took a day. I just didn't like look at it every 5 minutes, you know. So.
But you have communication now, right?
I have communication.
Which is huge.
Yeah. Work out the kinks as we go. Alright guys, so we were having trouble with the bunker getting Wi-Fi signal so we could monitor everything a little bit, you know, monitor everything. It's underneath the ground. It's underneath metal roof. It has bubble foil wrapped throughout the whole building, 2 layers of it in some spots.
And it's a concrete building.
And it's a concrete walls in the ground. So we were having trouble with Wi-Fi signal out here. So we moved our outdoor extender, our TP-Link extender, from outside the mudroom all the way over here to the bunker. It's plugged in. It's been plugged in for like a week or so, and now I could get a Wi-Fi signal in the bunker better. We could get. We are getting signal good enough to where I can have a temperature sensor in there and I can monitor the temperature. We're getting signal on our secondary eco-worthy system for the mini cabin. I was unable for the last like 6 months to get that system to link to the Wi-Fi from inside the house or the cabin, and now it's working great. The signal out here at the mini cabin, we were only getting a bar or 2 before, and now I think we're getting full 4 bars of Wi-Fi signal. So this means we can monitor our bunker from anywhere. It means we can control things a little bit better, and you know, we have more options and it's more versatile to keep things safe, right?
Yep.
So sorry about the lighting, but you guys saw us. Like I said, it was about a week ago earlier in this video. We put the we have a power cord here. We're gonna make a permanent outlet in here, but we just want to make sure we think it out and get, you know, outlets in the right spot. But we put our Wi-Fi extender right there. So that's pretty cool that we can get better signal out here. And what this does is it pings off of a different puck inside the cabin, and then that even goes to the other side of the cabin where the router's at. So there's like an interceptor, and they all just kind of work together. It works pretty good.
We got this solar tracker we installed last spring, and it's got the bifacial panels on it. And a lot of you were really excited to see how that worked out because it's supposed to pick up some sun better when it's snowy like this.
Yep, we're supposed to get added reflection from the snow behind it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact numbers are, but we're going to test this right now while we have a little bit of sun. So Jen's going to take the camera. I'm going to open the app.
But a lot of you have asked how it's been working, and we haven't actually been able to tell because anytime that it's been sunny, the panels have been clear.
Yep. And we brought our Wi-Fi booster out into the bunker, so now we got Wi-Fi better out here, so I could get this system to hook up to the app. And it looks like right now with snow on the panels. We did clear
Yep,
off.
they're 100% covered up, guys.
Yeah, we did uncover the sensor so it's turned at the sun. And like I said, this is not...
It's not super sunny out right now, guys.
Yeah.
Look, this is considered sunny for us right now.
Yeah. 26 watts, it says now. So it is updated. 26 watts is all we're getting out of 1,200 watts of panels. To be fair, we only get 800 to 900 watts out of this, even when they're uncovered, typically, because, you know, panels don't work at 100% efficiency. So let's brush these off with 26 watts. Let's see
What we're gonna get.
see what we get when they're brushed off.
Fluffy snow so much nicer on panels than icy snow. Look at that.
All right.
Nice and mostly cleared.
Yeah, if we had a brush, maybe we could get a little bit more snow off.
All right, so we were getting 26
26
watts. And now we are getting...
And the snow is about the same, or the sun's about the same. 26 watts. We're gonna have to give it a minute. It doesn't update instantly. It only updates like every few minutes. So give it a few minutes and we'll check it again. The sun actually looks quite a bit less than it was before, but it's just, like I said, this all stuff takes a couple minutes. It updates every few minutes. We're getting 135 watts on the solar tracker here behind me. All this means is that we can charge up our systems even on cloudy days. And that was the main objective of the big system and a system like this. Like bifacials help just a little bit. Obviously 26 watts with just the back reflecting up is not that impressive, but you know, 26 watts charges a battery with a charge controller. So,
Or if you had like a power station and you were just trying to charge it up, that 26 watts will help charge it up a little faster.
yep, just
Better than nothing.
Or it'll just cover the load of your inverter. You know, all inverters take 25 to 75 watts to run. If we could at least cover our you know, losses there with the inverter running, that's something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So cool. 135 watts, a 3-minute video. All right. We're just showing you this because like I said, you guys know that we've struggled a little bit to, you know, monitor things in the bunker, keep our solar stuff safe, and have signal all around the cabin here so we can use all these devices that we're getting and using. So that's cool. One more problem solved. That's basically the story of our off-grid lives, right?
Yep, just
One,
problems and solutions.
yeah, just figure one thing out at a time, get it all done, and things keep getting better and better. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That way he doesn't always have to go in the bunker to check stuff. He can just monitor it wirelessly.
Yep, and we could leave this door shut so we retain some heat in there. So cool, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us during this video. We've got a few little projects done. We always get a little something done. So thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate ya.
See you next time.
Best wishes.